Yes, very good evening, student. Today we are going to discuss the events between pollination and fertilization. So, pollination is a process by which the pollen grains transfer from anther to stigma. When they set on the stigma, then when they fall on the stigma, they absorb nourishment from the stigma and swell up. Then, swollen tube cell grows out of the pollen grain through one of the germ pore. Okay, so they develop a pollen tube. It produces the pollen tube is covered by intine only, exine is not there, outer covering, only intine is there. Okay, then germinative cell divides into the two male gametes. So here they shown the male gametes. Okay, so germinating cell divided into the male gametes. Then pollen tube contain two male gametes and degenerating tube nucleus, that is shown, three nucleus are shown in the male in the pollen tube. So they degenerating nucleus is also, and some cytoplasm. Then it enter the style and pass along its canal or transmitting tissue present in it. For its growth and advancing, pollen tube obtain nourishment from the transmitting and other cells. Okay, so from the style the pollen tube enter the ovary, and ultimately it reach the ovule and enter in the through the micropylar and into the ovule. So basically there is a guiding way by the synergids, they guide the tube, pollen tube to enter and provide the path, okay, to enter the to fuse with the ovule basically. Okay, when pollen tube enter there, it fuse with the two male gametes. Okay, both the male gametes are functional. Then at that time both of the male gametes are functional, so they fuse with each other. And there is a fertilization take place. There is a two kind of fertilization. One is the generative fertilization and another is the vegetative fertilization. Generative fertilization is one of the two male gamete with egg cell. It fuse, one of the male gamete fuse with the egg cell, and this and zygote formation take place. This is a diploid stage, and it is called oospore. Okay, this is a true fertilization. So it means there is a generative fertilization, means one male gamete fuse with the one egg cell. Okay, so they both fuse with each other, and this is called the true fertilization. Then zygote formation take place. Okay, and the second fertilization is the vegetative fertilization. Here it is the fusion of second male gamete. There are two male gametes, out of which one is fused with the egg cell, and that is the generative fertilization, but other male gamete is fused with the polar nuclei. Okay, and form the triple nucleated cell. Then it called the triploid primary endosperm nucleus is formed. The cell grows to form nutritive tissue called endosperm for feeding the growing embryo basically. So this is called the double fertilization that take place over here. What is the significance of the double fertilization, student? Here it provides characteristics of the male to the endosperm. So due to the fusion of the second male gamete nucleus with the endosperm nucleus, so there is a male characters in the endosperm and help in the storage of the nutrients. It also form endosperm only when the formation of embryo is ensured basically. It provide stimulus to the endosperm just like the hybrid vigor. Okay, so this is the significance of it. Post fertilization changes are what? So when the pollination take place, fertilization take place, so it means there is no need for the accessory walls of the flower like sepal, petals, stamens. Okay, so there no need of it. It means they have to be shed away. So sepal, petals, stamens, style wither away and are shed. sepal persist in some of the cases, but ovary form the fruit, and the embryo sac that convert into the seeds basically. Ovary ripens into the seed, and synergids and antipodal degenerate. So it means new cellars is consumed. Oosphere forms zygote which grow to the form embryo. So it means the other, the accessory walls, they degenerate at this stage. There is wider away of the sepal, petal, stamens. Now they don't need it. Okay. So seed is what? Seed is the ripen ovule basically. Okay. Seed is the ripen ovule. There are two kind of seeds. One are the endospermic, other are the non-endospermic seeds. One are the monocot, other are the dicotyledon seeds. If there is a single cotyledon, there is a monocot, there is a double cotyledon, it is the dicot. So significance of the seed is what? It provides food to the mankind. One, it used in the agriculture to, for the plant. What is the importance of seed for the plant? Then it produce variations basically. Okay. Dispersal of seeds also take place, then help in the adaptation and of the plant, and adaptation for the plant to be in the different environment. The seed, due to the seed, the plants can grow anywhere. Okay. From the long distances they can grow, and the seed, due to the seed, the plant can produce their own generations. Okay.